All right. Welcome to another Spud, what was it? Spud Club podcast. This is number whatever. I have no idea. I didn't look into it. I'm here with just Dave. It's going to be a Dave and Chris episode. So if you don't like that, go ahead and click off. But
yeah.
but it's been a while. So if you're listening to this in the future, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So a lot of our friends are out and about with family and whatnot. So Dave and I were the only two who had some time off and weren't around family. But Dave's getting set up to get out of here in a minute, so to go see his family. But that's why we're a bit light this week. But Dave, let's get into it. What have you been playing since we last talked?
I have been playing a lot of Helldivers and Fortnite. I know, big surprise, because that's what I talk about, that I'm playing all the time. But I had started Life is Strange Double Exposure, because that series is actually kind of one of my guilty pleasure series that I like to play. So I was excited for that to come out.
That's just like it's like a book, basically, right? It's just like I don't know what do they call that?
It's along the lines of, you remember those old Telltale games?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot like those. It's like, I mean, the series has evolved since, but it's very heavily story based, and you make decisions that affect the outcome of the story, stuff like that. So
Okay, good. And that came out just over a year ago.
no, that came out just last month, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or early this month.
All right, very good.
So. Oh, and I've been playing Doom 64
Nice.
a bit. What else? What else have I been playing? I always forget. Like when I'm on the spot, I could have a list right in front of me and it would just like go blank because I would just forget.
Yeah, I didn't make a list this time around. I've been watching this other guy called Dragoon, and his whole thing is be very intentional. So you're not just jumping from game to game or putting things down. You want to really play a game all the way through. And that way it kind of sets your backlog down. Like it really helps you out in not wasting money on games you'll never buy. And so I've kind of taken his approach or his advice, and I've been playing games more intentional. I don't know why I forgot about that.
I always buy games. You know this. Nothing's ever going to stop that. But
yeah.
Usually I'm pretty good with, once I start a game, playing through and finishing that game. But lately, I don't know, man. I've just been so busy. I can't keep track of anything. And more often than not, it's easier just to jump into a couple matches of Helldivers or Fortnite or something like that than to sit down and actually focus on like a game. Oh, but I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but Astrobot.
Yeah,
that's one that I had played through in Platinum. That game was awesome.
Yeah,
I loved it.
That's up for the game of the year, right? And it's basically a tech demo.
Well, it's a full-fledged game, but it started off like the series started off as like a tech demo.
Right. Yeah, and then Sony's like, we got something here, and so they've made it better.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. If you like, good 3D platformers,
of course,
that's a game for you.
I grew up in the 90s. I think you have to like 3D platformers if you grew up in the 90s and you're a gamer. But that's on PS5. And I told Todd, my youngest kid, if he learns to read by Christmas, I'll buy him a PS5. So we'll see. I might have to be buying a PS5. Right. I mean, I won't be upset. But and that Astrobot will probably be our first buy if it doesn't come packed in. Both Astrobots.
They have the Slim now, which I think is at a lower price, but
yeah, I was rolling around yesterday
for Pro.
No Pro, no way. But I was rolling around and I saw the Slim for $350, I believe, at a store, and it was just stacks of them.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
Not at all. But I think it was all digital. It didn't have the disc. So I was like,
you got to buy the disc drive separate.
Yeah, I was like, it might be good because Astrobot, who cares? Or I would only be playing it for Spider-Man and Astrobot, and I don't really know any other PlayStation games off the top of my head that I can't get a hold of right now. That's a PS5 exclusive that I really want, other than Spider-Man 2.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I know how big of a fan you are of.
Oh, that's coming to Xbox soon. I ain't too worried.
Is it?
And I'm not even gonna play it. I am not gonna play it either way. So it's just not my thing. Like I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, and I don't know. I can't get into it. But
yeah, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, but getting back into like you just saying it's easy to hop into a couple of matches of Helldivers or Fortnite. Oh, I completely understand that, because last night I really wanted to play Uncharted like all day. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put the kids to bed and then I'm gonna play some Uncharted. You know, I'm gonna get a good chunk out of it tonight. And my wife wanted to watch a Disney movie, so we sat down and watched a Disney movie, and that went a little longer than I had anticipated, so the kids were up a little bit later. And then I start thinking like, okay, it's like 8:30, like, all right, if I hop in now I can get like 45 minutes in before I'm tired. It's like, dang it, all right. And then I'm like, well, I guess I can hop into some Call of Duty real quick. And I was like, you know what, I don't even want to do that. I'm just gonna sit here on my phone. So hopping into a game quick, like, completely get it. It's a lot easier. I guess it's more approachable to be able to just be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna hop into this quick session for, you know, maybe 30 minutes and then hop out. But I just even want to go through the boot menus and obviously get a update, since I haven't been on Call of Duty for almost a week. So I'm just gonna be like a 5-minute update. I haven't been on Helldivers for like months, so that's gonna be an update. So
the Helldivers updates are pretty quick.
Yeah, but it's been a while. You know, I stopped. I stopped playing that game because they started nerfing everything, and I'm like, the whole point of this game is kind of being like ridiculously overpowered and destroying bugs and robots like it's easy. Not.
Yeah, they brought that stuff back.
That's what I heard.
It's a lot more balanced than it was when they nerfed everything for apparently no reason.
Yeah, and then the whole Sony issue came out with that, where you have to sign in on your Sony account, but some countries don't even allow you to have a Sony account. So unless you got a VPN, you're screwed. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like that was a weird situation too. But I remember everybody getting up in arms about that, and I'm like, oh, but you guys don't mind having to have a Ubisoft account or sign into Xbox whenever you want to play Minecraft.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, maybe they were upset about that, but they just didn't tell you. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, they should have informed me.
They should have made a phone call. Yeah, I don't know. After that whole debacle, and kind of all my friends kind of fell off of it that I was playing with, because like we used to have like a little text group with some of the guys at work, and then people here and there that we'd all jump in and play, just like you said, like 15 to 30 minutes at a time. And yeah, that kind of fell apart, so I never went back on. And also, it's on my PC, and this sounds really weird. A lot of y'all are gonna think I'm weird. I have a pretty nice gaming PC, but I don't like to game on it. Just don't. I can't explain it. I'd rather just play on my Switch or my Xbox. But I feel like my computer's for work. I don't know. It's weird and it's dumb. I know, but it is what it is. Unless I'm playing Half-Life 2.
Like if it's like set up to be a gaming rig, you're kind of not.
Oh, I know.
Using it to its potential, but hey, man.
I know. I'm wasting my.
Man.
It's nothing crazy. It's not the craziest setup, but it can run games that are coming out right now and like medium to medium low. It's not crazy fast, but it can get the job done. So.
Yeah.
But all right. Have you been playing anything else in the last like month and a half?
You know, I probably have, but right now I probably just wouldn't even be able to remember.
Okay.
That's just the way I am. I know as soon as we get off here, I'll be like, oh yeah, I played these other 5 games.
Yeah. You know, I think we should start doing these podcasts more like a weekly or bi-weekly and actually be purposeful and trying to, instead of being all willy-nilly as we have been. And that way, yeah, I think we'll get a better cadence and we'll get out what we want to get out more. So like, say if I miss something this week, in 2 weeks I can remember it and talk about it again. But that's okay. Well, we're all really busy and we're all over the world, so it's pretty tough. But I do enjoy these. But anyways, all right, I'll get into what I played. We started off the month with Doom 64, as that was our, I guess, task or our game of the month. And Doom 64 was I had a blast with it. I didn't like how quiet it was, or there was like no Doom music, you know. So yeah. I would play Mick Gordon's Doom 2016 music over it, or I would do Argent Metal, which is like it came from Doom 2016. And
Yeah.
I'd be blasting it in my headphones, and I let my stream hear it too. And every now and then I'd get a copyright, but I didn't care. I was having a blast. And then I planned it on hard because, well, I started on hard, or was it Nightmare? It's the one before Nightmare, like Hurt Me Plenty or something. And I didn't save it, and so I had to restart. And so I'm like, you know what? Just to go quick, I'm gonna put it on easy or like normal. And even on normal, there were parts of the game they left out. Like there was like one less key in the first level. I'm like, what is this? I thought it'd be the same thing, just the demons be a little chill. And no, they changed the game. They make the game actually easier for you. So I paused the game. I went back into hard. I'm like, well, I'll just run through hard again. And then I think I'm on like level 9, and I got stopped. I think I was just tired one night and I wasn't playing as well as I normally would. And also I think I had a headache from all the loud music. And so I paused it, and I just never went back. But I feel like I got my $2 worth, because I think that's all I paid for. It was $2 on the Xbox.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing that one as well.
How far did you get?
Mid 20s.
Oh shit, you're way up.
Yeah.
Good for you.
There were some. It's been a long time since I played it, right? Like I hadn't played it since I had it back in the day, and there were parts where I was like, I am stuck, dude. How do I get out of here?
Yeah.
And like this one pit with those with the invisible pinky demons in it. I was in this pit and I'm running around. It had to have been like an hour. I'm running around. I'm pulling my hair out. Like, how do I get out of here? And I noticed the shading on one of the walls was slightly off. It's because there was a super narrow stairway to get back up to the where you had to be.
Yeah.
I was like, bro. And that game is so dark that I had to adjust the lighting, right, to brighten it up a little bit. It's like if I had kept it on its regular settings, like I wouldn't have seen that stairwell.
Imagine
I would have had to.
Yeah. Imagine playing it on N64, like as it was intended. You can't change the settings, like I can't imagine what we did back in the day. Like,
I think we were made of tougher stuff back then.
Yeah.
I started spamming save files.
Oh yeah.
Like at first I was only saving at the beginning of each level because I hate dying and losing all my weapons. It got to the part where some levels I saved like after a section of the level just because I knew that there was some horrible waiting for me around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I didn't know about the whole save thing at first. And so I'll tell you, like level, I think 3, I figured it out. It was fairly quick, and you know how easy I am to find an easy way out or just stop. I lost all my weapons. I was like, what is this crap? And then I go looking for those weapons thinking like they're gonna be there, or they're gonna I'm gonna be able to get those guns back. No, if you didn't get them in that level, you're not getting them back. So you got to figure out how to beat that level with what's in that level, which makes it even harder. And so I was like, I don't know. So I did the spam saving as you were talking about. But all right, so that was Doom. I enjoyed Doom. Doom's super cheap, guys. If you want to play a Doom 64, it's not a bad game. It's a good way to go. If you play it on the newer systems with the updated graphics, and you can get it super cheap. All right, so then I started playing Echoes of Wisdom. So my youngest son Todd got pretty sick, and it got pretty scary. He was in the hospital for a while, and the day before he was like getting really sick, like it was going to be an inside day because he was, when kids get sick, you just kind of know. And I was like, you know what, hey, we're gonna hang out inside. And so I bought him, and me, Echoes of Wisdom, but then I used the voucher program on the Nintendo Switch, and I got the new Mario Party, so we can all play as a family. And Mario Party was okay. Like, I've played like 2 or 3 rounds of it. We haven't picked it up in a while. We probably should. But I played through Echoes of Wisdom, and I bring up Todd being sick because I had to go to the hospital. He was in the ICU for about a week. He's okay now. He's fine. He's doing just fine now. But it was scary for a little bit. So I was driving to the hospital, which was about an hour away, and my wife would stay for about a full day, and then we'd swap. Then I'd stay for a full day. And then I would sit there and I'd play Echoes of Wisdom with Todd, and he'd be laying in his bed, and I rigged it up on the hospital computer or hospital TV, so he could watch me play Echoes of Wisdom. And I found myself really enjoying it. And it's basically like if you have Pokemon and Zelda meet and they like made a game, that's what it would be. It's Echoes of Wisdom. It's fantastic. Do you have it, Dave? Have you bought it yet?
Yeah, I've got it. I actually plan on playing it on my flight.
Yeah, perfect. So. Yeah, I had to go to San Diego just after that. Yeah, after my son got out the hospital, I flew out to San Diego for a work trip, and that's when I started playing more handheld on my Switch Lite, and it's the perfect game for handheld. And I do not like handheld gaming like at all, but just like I was saying on that flight, perfect. I very much enjoyed that. And then he started liking it again, so he would watch me play it. If anyone's a fan of the channel, they've probably noticed in the last 2 weeks that's all I was streaming was Echoes of Wisdom, and we very much enjoyed it. He would, like, Todd would actually sit there and he'd tell me like, hey, maybe try this, and I'd try it, and he'd be right. It is so creative, or you can be so creative with the game, like you can break the game so easily. And I like that. I like that about a game. It's kind of up to you how you want to get the task done. Kind of like if you think back to the first Assassin's Creed, or the first like 2, not 3, that one sucked, but the first 2, when you're Ezio or Altair, you can go about killing or you're getting your target any way you want. If you want to go in stealthy, by all means, have fun. If you want to jump and kill everybody on your way to the target, go ahead. That's kind of how this game feels. It gave me that feeling again. However you feel like beating the boss, go ahead. Even when you're fighting Ganon, you don't have to do the volley back and forth with the light ball. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. Like when Todd plays, he just attacks him. He just takes his sword and beats the crap out of Ganon with his sword. And then it's like the first thing you do in the game, so it's a lot easier. And then Ganon dies. But you face Ganon again later on in the game, and he is way harder. Like I took like 7 or 8 tries with that guy. It took me a minute. That was the only hard part of the game. Even the last boss wasn't too bad, but I made a whole video. I actually put it up, I think 2 days ago. I put it live. I don't really like doing reviews too much, but I felt like this game deserved one. Because it wasn't like, I don't think I deserve to review like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I shouldn't review those games, but when it comes to like a game that just came out, I think I'm allowed to review that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So,
if you like that creativity and that freedom, then you're gonna like Tears of the Kingdom.
Which brings me to my next point. I picked it up. Okay, my son can't hear me. I picked it up for Todd for Christmas. $30 Black Friday yesterday. So super pumped to get into that. So I don't know if I told you. Man.
It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the size. I guess I feel like I'm about to be overwhelmed with how big it is. So the thing with Echoes of Wisdom is I was never lost, unless I was in a dungeon, but that's different. Like a dungeon, you're kind of lost in a little area. But when you're lost in, say, Breath of the Wild, which I guess you're really never lost, you just go do whatever you want to do, it's kind of overwhelming to me. I like the linear Zeldas. I mean, being a newer Zelda fan, I've played through a handful of them. I am not the biggest fan of the open world Zelda. Like, does this make sense to you? Like, I don't know. And Echoes of Wisdom, it kind of almost held your hand too much, though. There was never a time I didn't know where to go, unless I wasn't paying attention to the NPCs, which I made it a point to pay attention so I wouldn't be lost, and then I wasn't lost. So, but I don't know. Did I lose you?
No.
Okay,
I'm here. Yeah.
And then the last thing, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All I can say about Tears of the Kingdom and even Breath of the Wild as well is it's going to feel overwhelming and intimidating. You just got to push through that, and it's going to be worth it.
Okay.
Because that's what kept me from finishing Breath of the Wild for so long. Was at first I was put off by how big it was and the lack of direction.
Yeah.
But then, finally got around to playing through it, and it was very much worth it, I thought.
All right, I'll jump on it here. He's gonna get it for Christmas, so I'll jump on it shortly after he gets it. I got a bunch of work trips coming up through January, so I might start it in February. I think that'd be a good February game to push out. But other games I'm getting into again is Uncharted 4. I'm about to finish up the Uncharted series, well, the Nathan Drake series. Have you played the Uncharted before?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
I played all of them.
Okay. I think it's my favorite PlayStation game. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. The controls feel good, unlike Shadow of the Colossus. It I've been playing it with Todd. So the way I have my game room set up, and I do need to do a game room tour so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I have a small couch in here with two like recliners attached, and then I have a projector that I have a screen that I pull down in the middle of the room, but it ends up being an 80-inch screen, and him and I will sit there and play. And I stream too, so if you guys are watching me stream, typically I'm playing on a projector, unless I'm playing like a Twitch shooter, like a Call of Duty or something. But we sit back there and we have this huge screen in front of us, and we've got big old like puzzle, or we're doing something with shooting or moving, and Uncharted is perfect for this. Like, it's basically a movie that I'm controlling. It's a lot of fun, and the story is there. It's great. The acting is pretty good. Like, the Uncharted series is awesome. I don't know how else to put it.
It really is. I've been a big fan of that series for a pretty long time. Actually, I won the Uncharted 3 Collector's Edition from that Subway contest they had back in the day, a long time ago. So that was really cool. But I think because there's 1 through 4, and then there's Lost Legacy, correct?
Yeah.
And then there's the one on the Vita as well. But
that one doesn't count.
Yeah, it does, actually.
No.
But it's hard to access if you don't have a Vita. But the Lost Legacy was a nice little bite-sized one. I don't know if you played that one.
Not yet. That's might be on the list. It might be. I don't know. I might wait on that one. But I think I'm gonna do a review on all the Uncharted when I'm done, because I played them fairly quick, back to back. I remember beating Uncharted 2, and then I didn't even like take a break in gaming, and I put in Uncharted 3 and just started going. And I've never done that with a game. Normally, I'm like, I need to take like a week break from the series. Like, nope. Like, not even with like Gears of War. It's probably my favorite series. If I completed Gears 1, I'm gonna take a couple days before I start Gears 2, so I don't get burnt out. But Uncharted, I just went. But I also have the collection, so it's on the same disc, So I just, moved it to the other one.
Which is that 1 through 4 and Lost Legacy on there?
No, it's 1 through 3. 1 through 3.
Oh, okay.
And then I think it's the PlayStation 3's versions that they ported over to PS4. And then I got Uncharted 4 separately. And then I don't have the other one where Nathan Drake's not in it. But I think I'm gonna do a review on them. I'll be honest, when I first booted up Uncharted 1, because I wanted to play them in sequence, right? I was on a work trip and I happened to bring my PlayStation 4, so I booted it up and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can play this, because it was super dated. It came out like 06, 07, right?
Yeah, it was back in the day. It was a while back.
The cover shooting was a little janky, because you start off on a boat. I really remember being on the boat and like you get a gun and you're shooting these guys like in waves at you. I'm like, man, this is really dated. But so I put it down, and then a few weeks later I picked it back up because I'm like, what, I'm really gonna give this a shot. And then next thing I know, I'm halfway through the game and I'm completely oblivious to how old it feels, because I just got used to it so quick. And then everyone was always talking about how good Uncharted 2 is, and the train scene. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. And they're absolutely correct. That train scene is awesome. Like, and then you got the airplane scene that they actually put in the movie. If you obviously, it's a video game, right? It's not realistic. It's a video game as a video game. When people talk about games like that, this is it. And I like that. I like getting away from that realism. But I also like the part where it slows down and you got a puzzle. Like I was doing a puzzle the other night where you have to get 3 crosses in the right order and a bucket on top, and you have all these different things that spin. And if you spin one, you're gonna spin another. So it was an honest to God puzzle, but it kept telling me like it kind of insulted me multiple times, like saying like, if you want to skip. I'm like, bro, no, stop. Like it'd prompt you. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get it. And I did after a little bit, but
I do love that series. It's fun. Like the sense of adventure is there, and the action is cool. The gameplay is good. The puzzles are fun. Like some of the cinematic like set pieces and stuff are like really cool too. And I think it's funny because it's like, you know, I'm exhausted just watching Nathan Drake do some of this stuff. It's like, bro, I would not survive one of these adventures. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because one time I was reading something where they're saying it's like he's not actually when he takes damage, he's not actually taking damage. His luck is running out.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying. You know, because a normal human would not be able to get shot 50,000 times and you know, make it to the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
And it's like when he's getting slapped around and smashed into like shipping containers and stuff like that, I'm like, dude, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. That would break every bone in my body. You know, hanging on by his fingertips off the back of an airplane or something. No, I'm like, dude,
not even close. My thought is, how many people has he killed and he shows no remorse at all? Like,
no, he's a war criminal.
Right. These are just people that are hired on by a company. You know, they're not. They're probably other Americans. They're just other normal ass guys. You know, it's not like.
This guy would give like I don't know, Solid Snake a run for his money for like in a head-to-head contest. You know,
right?
It's like he's got a higher body count than Kratos does.
And he's not even shooting people that are bad. That's my thought. Like, I don't know if Snake's actually shooting a terrorist organization. I've never played one, but like they're signed up for something bad. These guys just signed up to find treasure. They don't know. They didn't know that this Nathan Drake guy is going to show up with this old man named Sully and his brother Sam. They're going to get murdered. Like, they're just like, oh, watch this box. Yeah, I'll watch the box. No, oh, I'm dead. Weird. Okay. Anyway, that's my thought every time I'm murdering these guys. I'm like, I don't feel
probably
right.
had a family back home. Nathan Drake's gonna crack a joke over my corpse, and just continue with his day.
But the other thing I don't like about this series is like at the end of a few of them, it gets supernatural all of a sudden. Like the whole game is normal, and then the last guy is like a zombie. Or I remember in the first or second one, it might have been the first one.
Wasn't that like a drug effect though, or something like that? It wasn't actually supernatural. I think it was like a drug effect or something like that.
Either way,
it's like, I mean, if you can believe some ancient civilization has the technology to create all these puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, I do.
You know, like with the interlocking parts and the moving like stone statues and all this other stuff, then it's like, I mean, who's to say there's not maybe some zombie skeletons out there, you know?
I see your point.
Aliens.
I don't like it. So if it's gonna be aliens or weird shit, do it not in the last like 5 minutes of the game. Do it in the last quarter. I don't know. And they're good games, and who am I to tell you what you need to do as a game developer? They obviously did it right, and that's why we're talking about it in a good light. We're kind of just cracking jokes at it, but yeah. But all right, so that's what
very Indiana Jonesy,
bro. And that game's coming out too. Are you at all excited, or are you not because it's on Xbox?
Oh, I love Indiana Jones. I'll probably try and play it at some point. I think it is coming to PlayStation.
It could be.
I think they did say that.
Yeah.
Maybe not till later.
So that's something we can talk about too. Is now Microsoft owns a shitload now, right? Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, all these other companies. And it is looking like all these games are coming out on PlayStation still, and I'm fine with it. I give no shits, as I am not loyal to any corporate company that doesn't give a crap about me. You know, I bought an Xbox because I wanted to play Halo, right? Because that's what really got me in the gaming was Halo. So I wanted to play Halo Infinite. I have not bought a PS5 just because it's not in my budget. Doesn't mean I don't want one, and it doesn't mean I don't want to play Spider-Man. I do, but I can't afford it. Now, everybody gets all upset when they can't or when say Xbox puts their games on Sony. I don't care, you know, or like when Sony put their games on PC, people were all mad at PlayStation or Sony.
It's because it's this tribal loyalism bullshit. People think it's like, dude, it's not a football team, man. It's a company.
Yeah.
You know, you don't owe them your loyalty. It's like, oh, but I don't want it to be on Xbox. Why? You don't want more people to be able to play something?
Right.
That's silly.
The more people, you know, that are able to play the game, the more you can talk about it. Like, you can run into somebody at a store or something, and they might, you know, like God of War. How do I put this? If more people are exposed to the game, the more you can talk about it, and the more people will get that experience. And I 100% get it.
I fully believe Helldivers 2 should be on Xbox.
Oh, dude, it definitely should.
We need more Helldivers for democracy.
Yeah. Well, it's on PC. I don't know.
It is, but I mean, you know, there's Xbox players who don't have PCs.
I would buy it again on Xbox and play it more on Xbox. I know that's so dumb because I already have it on my PC, but I think it's more for me. It's as a, in quotations here, content creator. I can't play a game. Hold on, my son just ran in. Bro, get out. Parker, go. Sorry, he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do.
Bro, what are you doing, bro?
No, he's it's my autistic one. He's going nuts. Shit, where was I? Oh, so as a quote unquote content creator, or as I don't know, like to think of myself as one, I can't record and play at the same time because I'll melt my computer. So if I'm on my PC playing, it's just me having fun, and I feel like I'm not doing I'm not making content. Does that make sense? And I feel if I'm playing a video game, I should be making content in some way or another, and I can't on my PC. So yeah,
you don't have to. You know, you're allowed to play a video game and just relax.
Absolutely.
You know that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, duh, I know. But if I have any free time, so I think of this YouTube thing as my free time, right? Like I woke up early today to go talk to you because, you know, normally I'd be sleeping in right now, but I only have so much free time. If my kids are asleep, I'm playing games, or I will not play a video game if my kids are awake that they won't also enjoy. Like if Todd doesn't want to watch me play Zelda, then I'm not going to play Zelda when he's awake. Or because he really likes watching, because he can't read yet, so he doesn't know where to go, and I have to read the voices out loud, and that's the whole thing. Anyways, so when I'm on Helldivers or on my PC, I feel like I'm wasting that free time, and I can't put out a video on something. I don't know. It sounds dumb, but that's just the way my brain works.
You've got your reasons.
Yeah,
man. I'm not judging.
But all right, you want to get into the Game Awards? I should probably pull that up.
Yeah, we can talk about that. So I'm looking at the website right now, right? And it's like they don't really have the nominees in a super easy to read fashion.
Weird. Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'm gonna try to. I'll let you lead this since you kind of got it up. I've been talking a lot. I'll let you go. But
all right. Well, let's see. Let me go back to because they got it kind of weird. You'll see it once you pull it up. But they got it in the categories, and then they have their nominees in the categories. So how do we want to do this? We just want to talk about category and the nominees and what we think about that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's good.
All right. So for Game of the Year, we've got Astrobot, which I'm like, hey, that game is awesome. If you get the chance to play that game and you love 3D platformers, do it.
Wait, did you say you're going Game of the Year to start with?
Yeah. Or did you want to do it?
Let's do that one last, because I have it here on Google, and I think I can swipe through it. All right, let's just do that one last, but you go to the next one.
Okay, because there's a ton of categories here. And I don't think we'll want to do all of them.
No, we'll do ones that we care about.
Esports teams.
Don't care.
Content Creator of the Year.
I'm not on there, so obviously they missed out.
Hey, everybody, write in. Write in the ballot.
Yeah, the three of you that are going to listen to this.
Let's go with most anticipated game.
Okay, let me get there. Yeah, anticipated game. Yeah, Metroid Prime 4. Oh my god, that's been on there forever. When did they?
Yeah.
When? Okay, was it 10 years
Bro,
ago they announced it?
Yeah, it was like forever ago. I don't know. Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't really care. I haven't
Nah.
really gotten into that one.
Yeah.
GTA 6. Maybe we'll see that come out someday.
Yeah.
Um, Ghost of
Bruh.
Yotai. That's the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, or follow up, I should say. I think it takes place a couple hundred years later.
That's the
With a
game I
new
need.
character.
I need to buy a PS5 for that one. Or
Oh, I'm definitely getting that one.
yeah, that game was
And
good.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I'm super
No.
excited about that.
Who cares about that
What
game?
else is on here? Oh, that's it. Just 5.
Yeah.
Doom:
All
The
right.
Dark Ages isn't on here.
Nah.
That's a crime.
Okay, it's not gonna win. I think GTA is gonna win this one. Like I would put
Yeah,
money on
probably.
GTA winning.
Do we care about what's other categories? Best sim strategy?
Sure. Well, hold on. Let me get
Well, I
there.
was asking you if we care.
Yeah.
about
Best sim strat. Let me get there.
Let's see.
Mine's in a different order.
I have not heard of any of these games. So we got Unicorn Overlord.
Yeah, I don't care.
Sounds like a Chris game to me.
I did play as a
Manor-
Doomicorn on Doom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Doom
You know, I saw that at a what was it? Walgreens or whatever. You know how Walgreens has a little toy section.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I saw that action figure in there. I was so tempted to buy it.
What? The Doomicorn?
Yeah.
That's
Manor Lords,
No, I don't.
Mitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
No, I don't know any of
Frostpunk
these.
2,
Frostpunk,
and
I
Age
know of. but-
Mythology.
Nah, I'm moving on. I don't know any of these.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, what's next?
Let's look at best adaptation.
Best adaptation. I was on there a minute ago.
Oh, these are shows.
The show. So obviously Fallout's going to win. I'm not even there yet.
I
But
haven't
I'm
watched
pretty
it yet.
sure. What?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, hold on. Let me get that.
Knuckles. You know what, man? It might sound cheesy, but I really like these Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of those because I took Todd to see them, and he looked at me halfway through the movie and he goes, "Where'd Sonic go?" Because the scene where they're at the wedding, Sonic was gone for like 20 minutes, right?
Oh
It
yeah,
a
that was
whole
Sonic
thing.
2, right?
Yeah, and he goes,
Yeah, it was focused on the human characters, and nobody
Yeah.
cares about them except for Dr. Robotnik.
right, and Todd's like, I want to leave. Like, all right, so we left. Like we got to watch the movie for free, so I wasn't upset. But at the same time, he like when a 3 or 4 year old who the movie was for, or like a part of for, wanted to leave. And then if you go look at the Mario movie, he's watched it probably 40 times, and I'm not exaggerating. The kid loves the Mario movie because it was nonstop
good.
action. It was a Mario movie.
Yeah,
So
it was
anyways.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out on the Sonic games or the Sonic movies, so I didn't even give Knuckles a try. But all right, so we got Fallout, Like a Dragon, Tomb Raider, Arcane, and Knuckles. This is going to Fallout. If Fallout doesn't win this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I probably won't give a shit. But at the time, I'll be like, "Wow, you guys are dumb," and I will give even less credit to the Keeley Awards. But which one do you think?
What do you mean for the shows?
Yeah, for the best adaptation.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I know people really do like the Fallout show, so I could see. I could agree with you on that. I could see that winning.
So the Fallout one, I actually had my wife watch it with me, and I didn't tell her what it was about, and she kind of like it's like 2 episodes in, you see the Brotherhood of Steel show up in their helicopters, and she looks over at me and she goes, "This is a video game, isn't it?" Like, yeah. She goes, "That's okay, I like it." So, but they did it like I'm not the biggest Fallout fan. I have like maybe 40 hours in the Fallout 4, so I have the understanding of the game. But they did a great job. Like it got my wife, someone who doesn't like gaming or the storylines on games, and she was all about it. So Dave, if you got a long flight coming up, I highly suggest you download this and watch it on your flight. Like this and Echoes of Wisdom, you'll enjoy your flight. You'll get to wherever you're going quicker than you want to. I promise.
Oh, I definitely want to get there super quick.
Yeah.
I hate flying, and it's 2 long back-to-back flights in a row. So.
Ugh. Yeah, I got one of those coming up in January. I'm going to the other side of the world. I can't say
Yeah.
where, but
Yeah, fun.
starts with a
Coming
P.
from the other side of the world.
Mm. Shit, you'll be straight north of me here soon.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next? I got content creator. Again, we discussed that. Studio. I don't care about the studios. Like, no.
Yeah.
Action game. Call of Duty. Black Myth Wukong. Warhammer. Space Marine 2. Helldivers, and Stellar Blade. So, have you played the Warhammer Space Marine 2 yet?
No, I almost got that, but I
Yeah.
decided not to.
I was looking for sales. Everybody that I played Helldivers with kind of moved on to Space Marine 2 because it's a similar sense, and they were all praising the game.
Yeah.
They said it's basically a Doom Gears meetup,
Yeah, yeah.
and that perked my ears. I love both of those games, but I just right now I can't be. Like I said, trying to be like in the beginning of the conversation, trying to be intentional, and that's with buying games. Like I think I counted somewhere in the 500 to. I could probably get to about 1,000 games that I have bought that I haven't played, and
Yep.
I need to. I'm cracking down. This year of 2025, I'm playing games that I started but never finished, like Uncharted. I gotta go back to Red Dead 2. I gotta go to The Witcher. I got big games ahead of me, but also when when like Gears E-Day comes out, I'm gonna jump on that. Anyways, what are we thinking here? It's really between Space Marine 2 and Helldivers in my mind. What do you
Well,
think?
you know how Call of Duty.
No, man, they can't win. Like, stop. Like,
I'm not saying I want them to, but I did get that on sale yesterday, by the way. Black Ops 6.
yeah. What do you think of it?
Haven't played it yet.
Oh, I got it on Game Pass. I picked up Game Pass for a month just to play. So I got some buddies who won't play anything but COD, and for me to kind of keep up with them, I like to jump on there and just talk and have a good time.
A lot of the guys at work are.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like, bro, COD's good. I get it, but they're manipulating you. That's all I see is the Game Pass and this and skill-based matchmaking. I'm just like, this ain't 2009 anymore. This isn't as much fun as it used to be. So COD is probably the reason I got big in the gaming after Halo, and also the reason that I got away from shooters is because I got tired of COD and I started branching out, and it's why I've been liking Zelda and Uncharted so much lately. Anyways.
Well, I'm a big fan of Helldivers. Stellar Blade is good. It's a fun action game. Black Myth Wukong, I heard, is very, very good.
Yeah, but that's that Chinese game that I don't want to sound like I'm against Asian people. I'm not. I'm just not a big fan of the Chinese country as of lately and what they've been doing. So I silently protested and didn't buy that game.
I gotcha. I didn't get it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that section.
I would like Helldivers to win something. I don't think they're going to though.
Because I mean, they did kind of drop the ball a little bit, but they did recover from that, I think.
It shouldn't. The developer did that. Sony did that. Like, not the developer. What do they call It wasn't. It was Sony did it. Arrowhead had nothing to do with it.
Publisher.
The publisher fucked them up. Yeah.
Well, Sony didn't nerf all the shit and change all the gameplay, and then go on a month-long vacation while everybody was complaining about the game. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to see Arrowhead win something. All right, what's next?
I got Best Action Adventure popped up. You got Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws. Surprised that's on there. And then Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Hold on. So Best Action Adventure?
Yeah.
Get to it. Go through those again. I was kind of listening.
So we got The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Okay.
Star Wars Outlaws, which I'm kind of surprised is on there.
Yeah, that's weird.
Silent Hill 2.
Yep.
Which is the only game on this list that I don't have. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and Astrobot.
So it's between Astrobot and Zelda. But have you played the new Prince of Persia game?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
Okay, so you didn't go all the way through? All right.
No.
That wasn't that great to keep your attention. I'm in kind of teetering back and forth on buying that one or not. But
I mean, if you find it on sale, you know.
Yeah, I'll wait for like $15. But all right, what do you think is going to win, Astrobot or Zelda?
I would say, I don't know, man. That's hard. Now, if it was between Astrobot and Tears of the Kingdom, I think I'd have a harder time deciding, but it's not. So I think Astrobot might be able to pull it off, but with Nintendo's fan base and 4 decades of Zelda fan base,
for sure.
I think that might be able to pull it off. But I haven't played that one yet, so I don't know. I can't really speak.
Well, when you land, whenever you land, give me a text and tell me how much you loved it.
Yeah, man, we'll do.
Yeah.
I hope I can get my Bluetooth headphones to work on my Switch.
Yeah, I should be able to. All right, so next I have Best RPG. I think I'm on the same list you have, the IGN list.
No, I'm on the Game Awards website itself,
okay.
but it's the same.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So Best RPG. I didn't play any of these. You got Dragon's Dogma.
The only one that I played was Rebirth.
Obviously. Yeah. So just for everyone listening, you got Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, and Metamorph, right? I don't know.
Metaphor, Refantasio.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I heard a lot of shit about Dragon's Dogma too. I heard that didn't go so great, and everyone's obviously pissed off about Elden Tree's DLC, and we'll get into that later. All right, fighting game. Do we care?
I mean, yeah, sure. Let's take a look at it. I'm interested to see.
I don't know any of these. Well, other than Tekken and Marvel vs. Capcom, I didn't play any of these. If it's not a Super Smash game, I'm not playing it.
Oh, I'm surprised Mortal Kombat 1's not on here.
Wasn't that last year?
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. It might have been last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, aside from Marvel vs. Capcom, the collection itself might actually push it over, but I've heard Dragon Ball is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any of these. You think I would be a fan of the Marvel Capcom, but I just not. I don't know. Never got into it.
Dude, when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out on PS3 back in the day, I bought that. I was able to get it before Street Date because the store put it on the shelves early, and I guess this is before the system wouldn't let them sell it. But I popped that sucker in, got online, played an online match, and got completely clobbered, bro. Like, I'm telling you, this person that I was playing, I think it was a French person actually, because that was their profile flag, and I got whooped.
Yeah.
And then I never played it again.
Yeah, I've done that.
I was so proud of myself for getting it before Street Date too. I was like, you know what, this is going to be a fighting game I'm actually going to get into and learn the mechanics and all that stuff. I got in there and I got whooped. That was not fun.
Oh, that's really funny. You go and return it before it's even out yet.
Yeah. Like, how'd you get this?
That's funny. All right, so moving on to best family game. You got Princess Peach Showtime, Astrobot, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, and Plucky Squire. I don't even know why Princess Showtime's on here, or Princess Peach Showtime. I didn't hear anything good about it. This one again is between Astrobot and Echoes of Wisdom, in my mind.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think any category that those games are in, they're pretty much going to be competing with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. This one, I think, best family game, in the actual sense of family game, it would go to Mario Party, because that's the only one. I don't know what Plucky Squire is, but
I don't either.
That game I bought for my family, right? For us all to play together. And my kids can actually beat me in that game because that game freaking cheats, right? It's not fair. at all. I crushed them in everything, and yet I have no stars. But
Yeah, I'm a little concerned because I bought a Mario Party game last year to play with my kids and my wife, and my kids just about started throwing fists at each other. So
yeah,
I'm a little concerned because I did get the Mario Party Jamboree
yeah,
for the vacation. So we'll see what happens. But
it's not. It's a good, fun game, but you definitely will get upset. Like, I've had to put my controller down. Like, wow, this. And I have to remember it's a game, and I'm playing a 5-year-old. So
yeah,
it's kind of like you in the fighting game, right? I'm just gonna put it down because I lost so bad. But all right, so
hey, can you give me 1 second before we move on?
No worries,
All
I'll
right,
pause
be
it.
right back.
Cool. All right,
Before you restart it.
and we're back up. Oh, recording, so I can take out anything. All right, so we did best family. We did best sim strategy. I have sports racing game next. Is that what you got?
My list is a little out of order, but we can do that one if you want.
Not really, because I don't really care about sports or racing.
Yeah.
Moving on. Best multiplayer.
Yeah, let's check that one out.
All right, I got COD, Helldivers, Super Mario Party, Super Mario Party, Tekken 8, and Space Marine. I didn't really.
I would say Helldivers again, man. But
Yeah,
I know
for sure.
that Blops 2 or Blops 6 is probably gonna.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't really see Warhammer Space Marine 2 as a multiplayer game, but I also didn't play it, so I agree. I hope Helldivers takes this one. All right, we talked about best adaptation, most anticipated. We talked about that. What you got next on your end?
Sorry, I was actually trying to sign in because I actually want to vote for some of these things.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
no worries.
No, it's good. I'm just going up from the bottom of my list. So on the next row, we did fighting, RPG, action adventure. Best indie game. Let's check that one out.
Yeah, let's do that one and find it.
Let's see.
Animal Well?
Animal Well.
That one's gonna win.
I hope so. That's cool, man. It's just a really cool game.
I don't know any UFO 50. Somebody recommended that one to me on my channel because I asked for someone give me a recommendation that's not a Zelda game, and someone said UFO 50. I looked it up. It looks super old, so I dismissed it. So maybe I'll actually look further into it. Okay. Yeah, but Animal Well should win. I want Donkey to win something.
Yeah, me too.
As a fellow content creator, I'm basically just same as Donkey, so.
Oh, actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to look at the content creator of the year and see who's on there.
Okay. I'll look with you.
You are on there. No,
Shut up.
I was hoping Donkey would be on.
Nah, I got nobody. I don't know any of these guys. There's probably a bunch of streamers.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It'd be funny if Dr. Disrespect was on there. Best content creator for what I do. For I don't know.
I don't even know.
Trying to date 14-year-olds. Yeah.
I try to stay out of all that drama, man.
For sure.
Like, I don't have the emotional bandwidth to deal with other people's drama.
Yeah. Yeah, it kept popping up in my feed, so I saw it. Like, all right. Okay, let's see. Best art direction. I'm just kind of going out of order now.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Astro, Black Ops, Final Fantasy, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill. I have only seen trailers for Silent Hill 2 and Hellblade, so I really don't know. And I guess Final Fantasy, but Call of Duty shouldn't be on here because it's not fucking art at this point. It's just a reset.
Yeah, it really is. I don't understand why that is on there.
No clue.
Did they not have a different fifth game they could have put in that list?
Well, wasn't Space Marine really fucking awesome looking?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Or like Helldivers. I like the art direction of Helldivers.
Yeah. Art in the sense of how silly it was, yeah, like for democracy and all that crap. Like that's artistry in a sense, right? I don't know. All right, I don't know who's gonna win that one. That one's probably gonna go to Call of Duty just to piss me off.
I'm looking at best performance.
Best performance. Ooh, okay.
Brianna White from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Who?
She did the voice of Aerith
Who?
in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Who's Aerith? Nobody knows who that is.
Everybody knows who that is. Hannah Tell from Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Humberly Gonzalez from Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts from Silent Hill 2. And Melina Juergens from Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
I don't know.
Honestly, man, okay, and this is going to sound kind of catty, but out of all the actors in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Aerith's actor didn't really super impress me any more than anybody else that she would be on the list instead of, you know, the guy who voiced Barrett.
Yeah.
Or Cloud. Or Zach. Or Yuffie. Or Vincent. Or anybody else. So I'm just kind of a little confused. But, I mean, I guess if they had to pick one, I don't know how they decide these nominations, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't really notice the acting unless it's really bad. So
yeah.
But I haven't really played any games that came out this year that have a lot of acting. I don't know. All right, best audio design. I don't know. Call of Duty might win this one because it did sound really cool. The guns sounded like guns. I noticed when I would take off a silencer and I would shoot with the regular muzzle on the M4, it sounded just like an M4, but I've shot an M4 before. That was cool.
Yeah, the sound design in those games is usually pretty good. You know,
I'll give them
take
that,
the samples from the real world counterpart.
Right, and it was there actually with the silencer. It didn't sound anything like what a silencer would sound like on an M4, but when you took it off, it sounded, because it was the typical GoldenEye silence sound, you know, the which that's not what it sounds like at all in real life, but it is what it is. I've
got best ongoing is open.
Oh, where's that? I want to talk about ongoing. Best ongoing. Destiny 2. Fucking die already.
No, it's not gonna die. It'll never die.
Yeah, Bungie needs to do something else. Come on. Bungie, they got bought by, weren't they bought by Sony and then released by Sony?
I think so, something like that.
And they're still on the same game. Guys, like, I get it, you're not making Halo anymore. And you tried something new. It's been almost 10 years. It's been more than 10 years. Well, when did Destiny 1 come out?
2014, yeah, 2013.
Okay. It's been over 10 years, guys. Please, you're such a good studio. Do something else. And don't do Destiny 3.
Well, it was only supposed to... They were supposed to wrap it up around the 10-year mark. I think that was supposed to always be their plan. And I thought that's what they did with the last expansion or whatever that came out. But I think they kind of changed their mind or shifted.
Yeah, they're probably like Mr. Krabs. We're like, more money. Like, I don't know.
Helldivers 2 is on here again. That's cool. But didn't that just come out?
Yeah, that shouldn't be an ongoing game. It's not even a year old. Like, Fortnite's on here, okay. Fortnite's only good because of all the little kids stealing their freaking parents' credit cards and buying skins. Like, that game should have died too.
Fortnite's actually fun. Fortnite's actually fun. Final Fantasy 14. Never really got into the online Final Fantasy games. And Diablo 4.
Which came out, like, last year, right? That shouldn't... I don't know.
Well, it's an ongoing game.
Apex should be on here, or Counter-Strike should be on here, you know? But whatever.
You don't really hear people talking about Apex anymore.
Go talk to John.
Half the time don't even...
Nah, I haven't. I've been off of it.
Apex.
I just got over the BR, the sweatness of it. I can't take that. Every time I'd get on, like, either like 1 out of 7 times it'd be a fantastic night where we'd win 1 or 2 games and it would just be fun. But the other 6 nights it's just a grind, and you would spawn in, or you jump into a new game and you die pretty quick, and it's just on repeat all night long until the skill-based matchmaking gives you some grace and gets you in an easier game. But anyways,
well, maybe that's why it's not on the list.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. All right, what's next? What do you got?
I've got the best score in music.
Okay.
So we got Astrobot, which I could see that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that would have to get my vote. Metaphor ReFantazio, haven't played it, don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade, which I could see that doing well as well. But I don't know, as much as I like the Astrobot and the Stellar Blade soundtracks, I don't know if they can compete with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Okay. I didn't play any of these.
Humble opinion.
What I will say though, it's not on here, but fuck, why am I blanking right here? Echoes of Wisdom. When you play that game and you got headphones on, you gotta listen to the music. Like, it'll actually, I think it'll blow you away because it was recorded by a live orchestra. Actually,
oh, cool. Yeah,
take a listen and actually try to enjoy it. Like pause and just like when things get like crazy or whatever, like just like purposely listen for it and you'll enjoy it. I don't know who to pick here, but let's go Astrobot because I think Astrobot needs some more attention.
That soundtrack was good, I would say.
Okay.
So,
what you got next?
Best narrative.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
Metaphor ReFantazio. I've pronounced that 3 different ways.
I have no idea.
Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2.
I have no idea. I didn't play any of these, and yeah.
Yeah, the only one I played was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but I get the feeling that's probably going to take it.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Next.
So, best game direction? Is that what you got next?
Yep.
Cool. Astrobot. Balto. Isn't that card game?
Balatro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Myth, Wukong, Elden Ring shouldn't be there. Final Fantasy VII, and Meta. All right. So let's be real here. We'll get into it because the same thing as for Game of the Year is for best game direction, right? So it's basically second place is probably going to win best game direction, right? So
perhaps. There's another one. Metaphor ReFantazio is on there as well.
Yeah. No
6 of them for this one.
So, all right, let's talk about Elden Ring's DLC now. How do you feel about it?
Seeing as I own the game, but have not played it.
Well, it being on this list as listed for Game of the Year and Best Game Direction as DLC. A DLC, yes.
Oh. Yeah, so now I do remember hearing that some people were annoyed with that. Because they thought a conversation I was reading or an article or something like that, they were like, how's there DLC on here, but Helldivers 2 isn't on here? No, it was another podcast I was listening to.
Yeah.
Talking about that. So yeah, they were annoyed with that. So I can see that. I can see that annoyance because, well, Elden Ring, didn't it win a bunch of awards the first year when it came out?
Yeah, it won Game of the Year. It's swept.
But now they're trying to squeak it in here to win again off of DLC.
So it's got to be something fishy, you know?
How substantial is this DLC though?
It's Elden Ring, like it's got to be huge. It's probably the size of another game, but that's not the point. If it was Elden Ring 2, okay, cool, throw it on here. But apparently I haven't played these games, so take what I'm saying as like somebody outside looking in. But you have to play like 70 to 80 hours to even get to the DLC, you know? Like it's not a standalone game. It shouldn't be here. And I think again, perspective.
I can agree with that.
I'm speculating here, but I'm assuming this is rigged, meaning somebody paid Jeff Keighley a little extra money to get Elden Ring here again. So it'll be the first time a game won Game of the Year twice. I mean, it's all for profit, right? Keighley doesn't do this shit for free. So,
well, yeah.
This is one thing he does every single year. I'm sure he makes a few million off of it every single year. So
I hope that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth gets what it deserves, because I think it was kind of robbed the year that it was up for game of the year. Now I know, even though yes, Final Fantasy is a relatively popular series and has a huge following, it can't compete with some other game series. You know what I'm saying? That more audiences are more likely to play.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think it was kind of cheaped out.
Yeah.
You know?
So I did make a comment saying that I don't know if I'm going to watch the Game Awards this year. I'm going to absolutely watch the Game Awards. Not because of the award, but because of there's no E3 anymore. And this is kind of our E3 now. I actually might stream it.
I'm hoping for some cool like trailer releases and like some new info on like Death Stranding 2.
Yeah. Yeah. There's going to be something coming out. I think Indiana Jones will be there. We'll probably get a new trailer because that's coming out somewhat soon. So they might do like a launch trailer or a closer to launch trailer. I wouldn't be surprised if Metroid Prime 4 had something pop. Or say the Switch 2 would be revealed, you know, because we're all anticipating that and they're saying it'll come out in March. So
does Nintendo ever do a lot at the Game of the Year awards?
No, but don't hurt my dreams, bro. Come on.
Well, your dreams are silly if they're not based in reality.
That's why it's a dream. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying that because Xbox revealed their Series X here, you know, at the Game Awards in what, 2018? 2019?
Yeah, Xbox and Nintendo are like two completely different animals, though.
No shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Nintendo would save it for their own thing because they want their own publicity from it, I would say.
Yeah, you're probably right. So what's your predictions? What are we going to see at the Game Awards?
I know since he's so buddy-buddy with Kojima, we're going to see some new stuff on Death Stranding 2, maybe get a release date.
Yep.
I'm hoping for some new Doom, the Dark Age stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll probably pop in there.
Yeah, definitely we'll see that.
And I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what right now I'm looking forward to. Maybe we'll get some info on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah. Pretty good. Even
though that game should have supposed to already have been out by now.
Yeah, it is what it is. I actually have one really big prediction I just thought of. Half-Life, or Valve just had their 20-year anniversary for Half-Life 2, and they had a documentary on it. I don't know if you watched it, and I don't know if you're even in the Half-Life. If you're not, you gotta play that game.
I like Portal.
Okay, so if you like Portal, you're gonna love Half-Life and Half-Life 2. Like,
yeah, because they're in the same universe, aren't they?
Yeah, it's the same engine, or really the Valve or the Source engine is what made Half-Life 2. Anyways, that's a 20-year anniversary was in earlier this month, and they did a documentary on it. And Gabe Newell, the guy who runs Steam and Valve, he kind of alluded, and the whole team kind of alluded to them making the final chapter of Half-Life 2 episode 1, 2, and 3. They left it on episode 2 on a huge cliffhanger, and they never went back to episode 3. So if you don't know, if you haven't been in the loop for the last 20 years, everyone's been asking for Half-Life 3. And Half-Life Alyx, or I guess, what was it called? Yeah, Half-Life Alyx. That was, that's kind of, they were testing the waters with VR and whatnot, but they kind of alluded to releasing Half-Life 3 or Episode 3, whichever one they're going to do. So my prediction is Valve is there with something to do with Half-Life. That's my big prediction. Gabe Newell is going to walk out on that stage and it's going to erupt. Like, I'm pumped. I might buy a new PC just to play Half-Life, another Half-Life. Like,
you don't have to buy a whole PC. You just got to update your components.
No, I will buy a new one so I can have a dual system, a dual stream. I'll piss my wife off and spend another $1,000 on it. I don't care. It's Half-Life.
Yeah, I was about to say you'll spend $2,000 on a gaming PC all willy-nilly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say willy-nilly.
Like, I don't know about a $350 PS5.
No. Well, not because Half-Life's not on it.
$2,000 gaming PC looks pretty good, though.
Yeah, Half-Life is not on it, buddy. If they put Half-Life 3 on a PS5, I will go buy it day one. 100%. But they ain't.
Yeah, probably not.
Do you have any outlandish predictions? Yeah, do you have any dreams?
Predictions?
Yeah, like
Any
apparently
dreams?
Nintendo's too big, or that's too big the dream that Nintendo will be at the Game Awards. You're right. I'm sorry.
Well, you should be, but no, man, I really don't know. It's like there are so many series that it's like people are expecting sequels to. You know, I would like to see an announcement for like some kind of DLC for Spider-Man, even though I've read that there's not going to be any,
Yeah.
which is a bummer. But I'm just excited to see what all new stuff is going or coming down the way. Probably see some more of the Ghost of Yotai.
Yeah.
Yote.
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Unless, of course, you know, Sony's going to be like Nintendo and save most of that for what I would really love is to see something from Part 3 of Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy, but that would be my outlandish prediction.
It's a little soon, don't you think?
Ooh, Darksiders 4, because that was teased not too long ago. That's what I would love to see.
All right, you'll be the only one.
Oh, come on, man. That's not fair. That's not true.
Dave, this is the game they make for you. That's it. You're the only Darksiders fan.
Yeah, it makes sense, because I'm looking at the Discord channel for Darksiders right now, and there's nobody in it.
You're the only one posting. you're keeping it alive.
I think it's pretty big.
Yeah, I know. That's funny. Oh, well. All right. Do we have any final topics you want to get going on? But I know you do have a hard out that you got to get out of here at some point.
Yeah. I'm just saying I'm bringing my Switch on vacation. That's all I'm bringing. I'm not bringing my PS Portal or anything like that.
Are you bringing the Legend of Zelda Switch, the gold one, the light?
No. I'm bringing the my OLED Zelda Switch.
Ooh, fancy.
And I've got a bunch of games actually right here. I need to put them in the tablet case before I forget. But I'm gonna grab those and I'll let you know what all I'm bringing with me. Got Red Dead Redemption, WarioWare Move It, play with the kids.
Yeah,
I like those WarioWare games. Those are fun.
Never played. Maybe I'll try.
Saints Row 4, Re-Elected, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Yep.
Princess Peach Showtime. I know you're a big fan of that one.
Yeah, can't wait.
The Oregon Trail.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited about that. I saw it on Amazon and I was like, I had to have that. Mario and Luigi Brothership.
You can tell me how that one is. My youngest son Todd requested that game last night, and I was like, I ain't buying any of that shit. But if it's good, let me know.
Kirby, Forgotten Land, NES Championship Edition, Advance Wars 1 and 2, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Pikmin 1 and 2, and Super Mario RPG. So I'm hoping I'll be able to play through a few of these.
Yeah.
But
well, tell me how you like Echoes of Wisdom. I strongly suggest you play it.
you know we'll talk about it.
Yeah, just text me sometime throughout the next week or so. Don't watch my review until you got a good chunk done, and then go ahead and watch it.
You'll spoil it all for me, and without a care in the world.
No, I don't even think I got to the end. I just talked about what I like. 'Cause I didn't want to spoil it, but there were all my gameplay, and actually Todd played a lot in there. It's middle to after the game, after I'd beat the game, and he was just exploring and walking around, so there's no story spoilers. It was just more, I talk about performance and the music and kind of the story arc. What else did I talk about? Oh, just like how the game's kind of set up. I don't think I spoiled anything. It's just all my opinions on things, which is obviously objective. But I don't want to steer you one way or the other if you liked or disliked something on your own, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
But, all right, any last final thoughts before we get going here?
No, just want to say, you know, if y'all don't hear from me within the next month or so, happy holidays. You know, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. You know, be good.
Be good. All right. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode of the Spud Club podcast. I appreciate everybody who stuck through all the way to the end. And Dave, thanks for being here. I know you got a busy day. At least you showed up, unlike Mikey, who couldn't even bother. We forgot to talk shit on him the whole episode, but we'll remind him through text messages.
Yeah, we had bigger fish to fry this go around.
And I didn't even bring up. I forgot to bring up how rigged the NFL is towards the Kansas City Chiefs again.
Bro, I could not even believe that game. I could.
Bro,
me and my dad. I was texting my dad. We were like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah. Anyways,
I could not believe it.
Yeah. So, and then my Chicago Bears just have something against karma. I don't know. I don't get it. But we're gonna figure that out next year. We'll let Kansas City win a third Super Bowl, and then we'll show up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
You're welcome. All right. Well, you all have a great time, and I'll see you later.